With the recent changes to YouTube's monetization policy, we'd like to ask that you please consider supporting the channel through Patreon. As thanks, Patreon members will receive early notification of mini-documentaries, special behind-the-scenes Making of the Edge videos, outtakes, bloopers, lost episodes, and more. Support tiers start for as little as $1 a month. Check the link in the description. Thank you. Excellent! For those who don't get that very 80s reference, and for those who do, one of my favorite movies, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. We have some movement on a third movie, isn't that right, Tom?
Well, yeah, they've been talking about it for some time now. Bill and Ted, of course, were huge in the late 80s, as you mentioned. In 89, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure finally hit theaters after sitting on a shelf for a year due to every company that it came in contact with going out of business for some reason. But the movie still managed to be a hit. And then in 1991, they had a sequel, which before the recording you said you weren't as big of a fan of, but I actually love the second film and think it's just as good as the first film.
Oh, I like it. Don't get me wrong. I really do like it, but I just like the first one better. That's all.
Right. I just like how the second film to me is like one of those movies where they did something different and just didn't rehash the original movie.
Attention, Rian Johnson.
Or half of Hollywood. Which actually was more the norm back then than it is now. It's more so because, yeah, that was all they did back then. Just do another one. Same thing. You know?
Yeah, we love it. We love it. Do another one.
Just don't change anything. But yeah, they had a TV show, a live-action one, plus an animated one, which for the first season, Alex Winter, Keanu Reeves, and George Carlin actually returned to do the voices for, but they didn't return for the live-action series, which was very short-lived and kind of sucked, but we're not going to get into that. But yeah, it seems that Entertainment Weekly, along with PeopleTV.com, have gotten together with Keanu Reeves and the creators of Bill and Ted to do a little reunion interview with them this last weekend, and if you want to see the entire half-hour special, you can check that out on PeopleTV.com or on their app, and it's worth it. I watched it. It was pretty cool. In that interview, of course, they bring up the third movie, which has been talked about for a while now. We did get a title, which has also been talked about for a while now, but they said it was going to be called Bill and Ted Face the Music, so that hasn't changed. And they didn't really give us any specifics as far as the movie starting filming anytime soon, but you can imagine they'll probably try and get it going by next year. Yeah. I know a lot of the issue has been, you know, Keanu Reeves is busy getting John Wick, and I think that he's contractually obligated to at least get the third one done first before he can work it in or something like that.
Well, one of the things that sort of rekindled interest is Keanu Reeves worked on Alex Winter's documentary. He helped him out, and that's sort of, you know, they've been friends for ages, but that really kind of got them going, hey, you know, maybe we should look into this.
Well, they were actually friends before Bill and Ted, and that I think they even bring that up in that interview, and they auditioned together along with other people, but there's all kinds of fun stories, especially if you check out that interview or if you've seen any of the bonus features on the DVDs or the latest Blu-ray from Shout Factor. There's all kinds of great stories along with it, and they've been friends, and they've stayed friends all these years, and basically what they're getting to is, you know, Hollywood's a funny thing, and you gotta, you know, get the money together and people behind the movie and make the movie, and in a day and age like this, it's a lot harder to surprise people because we've been talking about Bill and Ted 3 now for almost 3 years or better, and they're like, well, it's a slow process.
One of the things is they're waiting on financing. They're trying to get the financing together.
Right. Well, and MGM actually owns the rights, I think, so that's kind of where they're probably not in the best place to be.
Well, I do like the premise, though. I do like the premise that Bill and Ted are older. They're obviously married. They're married to the medieval princesses, obviously. They're supposed to be writing music that's going to change the world, and they haven't. So, actually, that is a pretty good premise, though. The guys who wrote the original, Chris Matheson and Ed Solomon, they're on board.
And of course, they wrote the sequel, and of course, you know, they also have children, which they had at the end of the last film.
Yeah.
Which are also grown up. So there's even that they have to deal with as well. And like you said, the premise is just, it sounds like gold. And I heard earlier on, there's more to it, of course, as far as they address, where Rufus is gone, since sadly we lost George Carlin, so they have to address that. And I think that's a big part of the plot, though, as to what went wrong and why they didn't become Wild Stallions, the greatest band ever, and save the world and universe and bring it all together or whatever.
Who would be a great successor to Rufus, to George Carlin's Rufus? Dennis Leary. Because you have the total opposite personality of George.
You guys are fucking idiots.
You guys are fucking idiots. Come on, get off your asses, all right, and get to writing some music, okay? Get
in the fucking phone booth. Get in the phone booth.
You think the Stones just sat around on their asses? Like I said, they did just sit around their asses getting high, but but come on. When they had to put pen to paper, they did. Come on, let's go. So.
Wouldn't that be funny in the story, though, that they addressed the fact that phone booths have all disappeared because it was like part of the plot to stop Bill and Ted? That would be hilarious. I could see that.
Oh, man. But,
because they already had one adversary who wanted to stop them, so there's got to be more than one out there. Yeah. And I think, like I said, I read a lot about it a long time ago. This is not new news, but this is the first time they've been able to talk about it in a while. And they got everybody together, so it's a good chance they had a nice, healthy conversation about when we're going to do this. It'd be a good time to do this considering the anniversary's coming up, etc.
Yeah, and if anyone's actually been in a band, that's actually kind of how it works. You just kind of sit around for a while, you're dormant, and like, hey, it's kind of time to start making music again. So
do not adjust your set. This is not a malfunction. This is the voice of Dictor Van Doomcock broadcasting from his hidden base at the center of the earth. I have tuned in to interrupt your broadcast to assist Tom in giving you an update to this video. You may proceed, Tom.
Thanks, Your Highness. I just asked for a bit of assistance. I didn't need the bells and whistles and all that, but cool, thanks.
What are you, nuts? What, should I have just kind of said something general like, excuse me, mind if I interject at this junction? What am I, Woody Allen? No, I am a mad scientist. I am Dictor Van Doomcock. I have epic equipment designed specifically to interrupt the broadcasts of YouTube subscribers and certain third world banana republics. Any time that I have a brain fart. I do not have a brain fart right now, but I just thought I'd help you out, seeing as you hate, as I do, the despicable vile contagion that is STD, Star Trek Discovery. I hate that damn thing with every fiber of my being, and so I thought, help a bro out, yo.
Sure, I get it. Why walk when you can run? Totally cool. Well, we'll be happy to have you on very soon on the Trek Log again, hopefully, and get to hear you rant and rave and help us destroy the evil, vile show known as STD. So thank you once again for your assistance so I could give our fine viewers this update to this story that happened while it was in progress. Thank you once again, Mr. Dictor Van Doomcock, or Your Highness. What do I call you?
I am Overlord DVD, the future ruler of Earth. Here at Xanadu, just kind of chilling. Yeah, I'm just chilling,
Okay.
Well, anyway, I'll let you get to it. Breaking news and all that. Scoop! Newsflash! Listen to Tom. That is all.
Thank you so much, Overlord Dictor Van Doomcock.
You're welcome.
So yes, as happens sometimes, as we are editing a video and get it ready to go up, more news drops on a subject. So I have some new information to add to our Bill and Ted report. It seems that the boys are a little farther along than they let on at first. Deeper into the report on Entertainment Weekly, we learn that not only does Bill and Ted Face the Music have a director, but possibly another star to announce along with the duo. It turns out that the gang have signed on director Dean Parasot, most well known for such movies as Galaxy Quest, Red 2, and the Jim Carrey film Fun with Dick and Jane. So evidently that's a little farther along than we had first thought. And they also talked about the possibility of Death himself, that's right, William Sadler, returning as the Grim Reaper as well. So another awesome announcement to go along with this. As soon as we get more information about this, we'll definitely pass it on. So let us know what you guys think down below. And of course, once again, thanks to Dictor Van Doomcock. You can check him out on YouTube at Overlord DVD.
If you like this video, then please hit that subscribe button. Due to recent changes made by YouTube, we also encourage all of our subscribers, both new and old, to please hit that bell icon next to the subscribe button as well, so you will be notified when new videos are uploaded. Be sure to check back for news and analysis of the happenings and corporate politics behind the scenes of your favorite genre movies, as well as explorations of your favorite characters and their backgrounds and context here at Midnight's Edge.